A little slice of paradise. Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex in Honolulu. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors offense will go on the attack first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Finds his target. Runs through the tackle. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They get to him as he throws.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So UTEP's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hunter. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right side, it's Bohannon. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
On the ground, it's Walker. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Miners are in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Keeps it on the option. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Has to throw it away on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Miners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Making the adjustment. The run inside. It's Hunter. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Jones. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone. It's Hunter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Left side, it's Bohannon. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Miners! First score of the game goes up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, and making sure he makes the right decision.
We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. To the air, it's Stanley. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive.
Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Sells to fake. Had to force that one.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Miners headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw again. They'll run the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
Gives it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, UTEP. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rainbow Warriors offense comes out ready to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Stanley. Oh, pressure's coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. He's going to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And hold on just a minute. This is a big turnover, but there is a flag down, and I don't think it's going to stand. Defensive holding, an automatic 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. 3rd and long coming up. Keep it on the ground. Gets it out across the 40, stopped short of the line to gain. They'll mark it at the 41, and might they choose to go for it here. They boot it away on 4th down. Making his first move. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Miners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, it's Walker. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Rolls right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors call timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the 1st down. And the Miners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Hawaii calls it 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this.
Makes a grab and room to run. How about that effort to get it out across across the 20. They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking downfield. It's Stanley. Fires to the wideout. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, UTEP. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
In traffic, it's Newton. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. Final timeout taken by Hawaii. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Lets it fly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Stanley. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to get started. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Running inside. It's Hunter. Crosses the 45. After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on 1st down. Throwing right. It's caught. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he needed every little bit of strength to somehow sneak that over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 3 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
The Rainbow Warriors will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
checking in with the Miners head coach at the half. He loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Second and long here. Might as well run him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Straight ahead, it's Hunter. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
They've been running it, but now the pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, this offense has been having its way all day long with this defense, but finally the defense creates a negative play. Let's see if that now gives them a little more confidence to get back in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Miners send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Dropping back, it's Stanley. Caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Reels it in. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slots.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. They give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
In the backfield, it's Hunter.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quick give, it's Hunter. He's dropped.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Got him on the RPO. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll run it. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
They're field this one in tight quarters. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays.
A lot of room to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Miners.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure.
UTEP 31, Hawaii 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. So the final period starts with a second down play. Drops back. It's Coleman. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. There he goes. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
He'll try to do it himself. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the Rainbow Warriors with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He'll set up to throw. Under pressure. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Coleman. Look out! Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Play action on 1st down. He's got it. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
They'll move the tight end. Hits inside, it's Hunter. Past the 6. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the 4th quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the 1st down.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
38, Hawaii, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Hawaii sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. With the clock running, this should be the final play.